שמש דקה ומרפא בכנפיה.
After a cheerful harvest festival where there seems to have been no shortage of alcohol, Boaz finds himself alone on the threshing floor late at night with a foreign woman. And his reaction in this situation is unique in the whole of the Bible. He takes the bull by the horns, tears the veil from the situation, the anonymity, and endeavors to take control of the situation. That's Boaz. And Ruth responds to this, supports Boaz in his effort, and provides a legally sound framework for the whole situation. Before then, Boaz goes one step even further. He said, "Blessed are you by the Lord, before the Lord, for the Lord, my daughter. Blessed are you in the sight of the Lord. You have made this last kindness better than the first." In one of our previous shows, we talked about the word chesed, which is translated sometimes with mercy, grace. I said here kindness. But the decisive thing here now is the mentioning of the name of God. And by mentioning God, Boaz recognizes the role that God plays in all this whole story. And it's not God in general, some God, some up there, but it's the Lord, the Father in heaven, who sees us, whom we know, and whom we have a living relationship with. Boaz draws the whole situation into the light of God. It's actually the Midrashim, the old Jewish expositions of this text that look at this situation and say it's totally unexpected that Boaz blesses Ruth. He should have cursed her. I mean, just imagine there is this high up member of a city council, an honored man, doing his harvest, and suddenly this Moabitess appears late at night and tries to seduce him. He should say, what are you doing here? Why are you doing this to me? And the rabbis say maybe he should have cursed her. It is a very special thing that Boaz so much takes control of the situation that he is able to bless her. The rabbis actually see here in this situation Proverbs 29, where it says that the fear, the trembling, it is the same word that's said about Boaz, that he trembled. The trembling of man lays a snare. It's very dangerous, very risky. But whoever trusts in the Lord, who invests all his security into the Lord, he is safe. He has a firm stand. We see here that Boaz's reaction not just avoids a possible curse and blesses, but he turns around a cursed society and fills the society with a blessing by just bringing the whole situation before God. And he doesn't just bring it before God, he does something more. He says here, you have made this last kindness better than the first. And there he brings up the mother-in-law. And then he goes further. He says, by not going after young men, whether they are low or rich. So he brings young men up. And now, my daughter, don't be afraid. Everything you say, I will do for you. Well, I like to see that Jesus, Yeshua, saying it to me. Everything you say, I will do for you. That's wonderful. That's breathtaking. But he goes further to bring up, he says here, for the whole gate of my people. It's the whole town of Bethlehem. It's the whole society around them. It's the governing council in the gate. The whole gate of my people knows that you are it says now Eshet Chayil. It's, I'd like to translate it, you're a spiritual power woman. You really have everything a woman needs. It is actually true. I am a possible redeemer. However, there is another one, another redeemer who stands closer than I. He's closer related to Naomi than I am. Stay here tonight. If he will redeem you in the morning, well, let him redeem you. But if he is not willing to redeem you, then I myself will redeem you, as truly as the Lord lives. Again he brings the Lord in. Lie down until the morning. So what Boaz is doing here, he not just brings the whole situation into the light of the Lord, but he shows that there is a public domain. All kind of people, society around them. And he shows a very, very important principle in creation. When a man and a woman meet in the light of the Creator, in the light of God, whether they are single or married, whether they could marry each other, or whether all that is out of question because they are all already married or they can't marry, I don't know. But wherever a man and a woman meet in the light of God, it always affects the people around them. Their relatives, whether they are congenital or by marriage, the society around them, and the authorities. There is no such thing as we would like to make each other believe in today's life. There is no such thing as private life from the perspective of our Creator.